things that we'll all be talking about.
We had the first hearing on the Deepwater Horizon spill in the Gulf of Mexico this morning in the Energy Committee. Over 3 hours of testimony. First was a technical panel designed to really help answer some of the questions about how deepwater drilling and exploration works, how this incident could have taken place at all. And then a second panel comprised of representatives from British Petroleum, Transocean, as well as Halliburton. I think it was quite clear throughout the testimony that we heard that there are many, many questions that are yet unresolved, that are yet unanswered, and that will take a considerable amount of time as we gather the data and we really try to untangle what it was that happened. But I think it was made clear that there are multiple barriers that are in place with exploration and the rig that we saw with the Deepwater Horizon. And the question is where those failures took place, and then how we ensure that we don't ever present ourselves with a situation where we see a disaster the likes of which is unfolding. There was a fair amount of discussion about the issue of liability and compensation for those who are damaged. And again, the record was made clear that while liability is yet to be determined, whether it's the well owner, BP, or Transocean as the rig owner-operator, or Halliburton's role with the cementing process, that liability is yet to be determined. But what was made very clear was that the responsibility for the compensation is BP's, and they have repeated time and time again that all legitimate claims would be paid, and hopefully in an expeditious and a process that does not put us in the same situation that we were 21 years ago when the Exxon Valdez hit the rocks. So it's the first of many hearings. We will have Secretary Salazar before us next week. The same panel will be before the EPW committee this afternoon. So we are just now beginning the process of better understanding the tragedy in the Gulf.
Okay, we'll take a couple of questions if we are in it.
Murkowski, what did you make in the hearing from this morning, apparently, of the officials from the companies that you mentioned, Halliburton, Transocean, and BP, seemingly to shift the blame around one to the other? It didn't seem to be a whole lot of collective responsibility going on. Did you feel that way, that there was blame shifting going on from your point of view?
As I made the observation, it seemed that each one was pointing a finger at another, and it went full circle back to the first individual at the table. I reminded all three of them that we're all in this together, because the industry as a whole has been harmed as a result of this disaster. And as we try to develop sound energy policy for this nation, it is going to be impacted. So it doesn't benefit any one of them for BP to be pointing the finger at Transocean, to be pointing the finger at Halliburton, to be pointing the finger back at BP. Because if there is no offshore exploration activity, then BP's not going to be working out there, Halliburton's not going to be working out there, and Transocean's not going to be working out there. So they've got to resolve, all of them, that the effort now is to make sure that we never see a disaster of this magnitude again.
Senator Sessions, on Kagan.